Hello everyone, my name is Darryl Muetzel. I'm the owner of Muetzel Mountain Apiaries. You may wonder what an apiary is. I did when I first heard the word. Apiary is a bee farm. It's a place where people keep bees and raise them to harvest honey. We harvest honey here at Muetzel Mountain Apiaries twice a year, and this is some of the honey that we have to offer at local stores like the Beaver Supermarket, as well as McConnell's Farm Market, and we also sell it here at Muetzel Mountain Apiaries. You can find us online at muetzelmountain.com. So today I'm here to read a book to you, and we picked a book about bees. This book is called Are You a Bee? And so now I'll read. Are You a Bee? This is by Judy Allen and Tudor Humphreys. Are you a bee? Perhaps you are a honeybee. If so, your mother is a queen. She looks like this, and she lays eggs. Your life began inside one of her eggs. When you hatch, you are not a pretty sight. You are a larva. A larva is kind of like a little worm, not real pretty. You're in a small room with 6 walls called a cell. This is what a cell looks like, with 6 walls, and there's the larva in there. Your older sisters bring food. You eat it and grow. Grow until you fill your cell. You can see the little worm gets bigger and bigger and fills up the cell. One of your older sisters puts a wax ceiling on your cell. You can see her doing that right there. So it closes you into your cell so you can develop the rest of the way. Inside your closed cell, you change a lot. When you are ready, chew a hole in the ceiling and climb out. Now you look like a bee. So there's the bee coming out of her cell. You have a hairy body with stripes, 6 legs, and 4 wings. You have 2 feelers on your head. You have a stinger. Ooh. You are not alone. You have a few hundred brothers and thousands of sisters. You live in a nest built by your older sisters. Your nest might be in a hollow tree. It might be hanging down from a branch. Most likely it'll be inside a hive. This is like the hive that we have at the Muetzel Mountain Apiaries. Your brothers are drones. They don't do much. You and your sisters are workers. You do everything. You clean the nest, feed the larvae, take care of the queen, and build new cells. You fan the nest with your wings to cool it down in the summertime. You guard the nest to keep out strange bees. Busy, busy, busy. Leave the nest to fetch food from flowers. How will you know where to look? Your sisters will make up a dance and tell you. Watch the dance carefully. Don't worry, you'll understand it. You're a bee. And here's the bee dancing. It's doing a thing called the waggle dance. You can look that up on YouTube. It's pretty interesting. There's a sweet liquid in flowers. It's called nectar, and it's hidden deep inside. This is not a problem. You have a long tongue. You can reach it. Here's the bee reaching down inside the flower to get the nectar. You also have a special stomach to carry it in. You'll get pollen dust all over you. Scrape it off with your front legs. Put it in the pollen baskets on your back legs. And here's a picture of the bee with its pollen baskets all filled up. And here she's flying back to her nest. When you get home, your sisters will help you put the nectar and the pollen into storage cells. Mix some of the nectar with the pollen and make bee bread. Leave the rest of the nectar to turn into honey. Bee bread is good to eat, so is honey. If you find a new patch of flowers, you'll be sure to tell your sisters. How? The dance, of course. More eggs hatch. More larvae turn into bees. The nest gets very crowded. What will happen next? The old queen, your mother, leaves. She takes you and a lot of your sisters with her. Deep in the nest, a royal larvae is hatching. She is in a different kind of cell, and she is fed with a rich food called royal jelly. When she becomes a bee, she is a young queen. She flies away and mates with drones from another nest so that she can lay eggs. When she flies home again, she will be the new queen of the hive. Fly with your sisters, follow the old queen, stay together. You are part of a swarm. When the queen stops, swarm around her. Now you must build a new nest. But where? Maybe the queen will send scout bees to find a good place. Or maybe a beekeeper will find you and take you all into an empty hive. Why is the beekeeper dressed like this? I wonder why. In case you get flustered and try to sting. However, if your mother looks a little like this, or this, or this, you're not a bee. You are a human child. You do not have a hairy body with stripes on it. You do not have a long tongue. You do not even have a stinger. It is very unlikely that you have hundreds of brothers and thousands of sisters. But you can do a lot of things that bees can't do. You can still eat bread and honey, but you'll never have to fetch your food from flowers. Best of all, you don't have to be busy, busy, busy all day long. The end. Are you a bee? I don't think so, but I'm glad you're not. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.